Hello everyone, this is Janice, and I'm back with the putting together of my card, and I'll show you my pieces. So this is going to be the thank you card. I've got one made. This is for my brother-in-law, and I'm going to make one for my father-in-law too. I don't have all my pieces cut out. Basically I'm using, for the base and for the image, I used the same color. I cut this out of the Going Places cartridge at 3.02 height and 4.25 width, because I was mostly interested in the width because I needed it to fit on my card. And then this is the same color from that Cool Water Recollections 8.5 by 11 paper pack. This is kind of close here. I need to raise up my camera here a little bit so I'm not so in your face. Let's see here. Okay. Alright, now I thought I wanted it like this, but I want a little white border. So we're going to swing around and cut out a white, and we're going to cut this down probably by, I think, I cut it down by about 1/8 of an inch. So we're going to look, I'm going to turn you around so you can be looking at my paper trimmer. Let's see what I'm doing. I just have it here over to my left. Let's see if I can do this so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm going to get over here because I am right-handed. Yes, this is a right-handed trimmer. I take that for granted. Somebody mentioned that it wouldn't be a good trimmer for them because they're right-handed. Okay, so right here, this black paper right now measures 5 1/4 by, let's see, by 4. So I'm going to bring it in about 1/8. That's all I really want to cut, is about 1/8 of an inch. So 1/2 quarter is what 1/8 is. And then we're going to go here, and I'm going to go in, again, about 1/8 of an inch. Okay. Then I need a white piece. That is 4 by 5 1/4. And so now, see, I just have that little 1/8 of an inch around the entire card. And that's what I wanted to do. Just going to move you over here. Now we'll get back to this part. Okay. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and attach this with my ATG. On the first card, you probably notice it's crooked. That bothers me. But I couldn't take it apart, and it was mostly put together. So I kind of want to make sure. Let me make you straight here so you're not all crooked. Okay. So I want to center this as best as I can, because once it's down, it is down for good. Okay, not great, not perfect, but that's okay. It's paper crafting, right? Just gonna get a little more light in here. Alright, now let me show you what I did to put my my square brads. Using this centering ruler It is by Deja Views. I got this, I think I got this at Michael's. I've had it for a while. And it has these little holes at the bottom, which is perfect for getting holes that are, you know, it helps you to get your holes as precisely separate. What am I trying to say? Put them at even intervals, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I just can't speak. And then I'm going to use this We Are Memory Keepers brad setting, brad setting tool. I teased myself for the longest for wanting this, and now I'm glad that I have it. I don't use it as often as I want to, only because I don't do a whole lot of brads anymore. But when you have a lot of brads to set, you know, it eliminates the problem of thinking, oh my gosh, I don't feel like, you know, making all those holes, and I don't feel like, you know, separating the little thingies in the back. This really does make it easier. And if you have a hard time with that because, you know, your fingers hurt or for whatever reason, it really does help. So I'm glad I have it. And so now I can just put all of these in place. And then this is another one of those things I'm glad to be using up because I've had these forever. I remember I got them at Joann's when they were on sale quite a few years ago. And like I say, I don't use them. So I need to make some layouts. Maybe I'm going to keep these out and use them on my next layout too. I'm going to make myself a sign, I think, for my craft room, or for my craft corner. It says, use what you have. Use it up. Don't hoard it. Okay, then what you do is this little triangular piece actually has a little groove there that makes it simple to go between the two little legs of the brad, and then you can just, you know, and it helps when you're sitting close to it. I'm standing and I am a ways and my eyes are not what they used to be. I think I need new glasses, a new script or something. But yeah, maybe I need to sit down. Hold on. So I can see, because I'm kind of far and at a bad angle. I'm not a stand while you craft person, but when I'm doing my videos, I like to stand, and I think it's just the whole, because if you don't know, I am my degree, my career was a elementary school teacher. So when I'm teaching, when I'm in the teaching mode, I automatically feel like I need to be standing. So, but I don't really craft standing. I like to sit and be comfy. And this is probably the most boring thing you've ever had to watch. So hopefully you've advanced the video. Okay, and there we go. So they're nice and even and straight. Well, they're not exactly straight, but they're on there. So we're ready for the next step. We're going to embellish the skyline. I'm a New York City girl, so I kind of like the way this card turned out. I was born and raised there, but I really, in my deepest part of me, I'm really not a city girl. I don't really have any desire to live in the middle of a city. Sometimes I do, but most times I just like the quietness of more of a rural community. So Anyway, that's something about me that you might not have known. Okay, I have a stamp here from, this stamp is from Market Street Stamps, and it is a grid, like a grid stamp. Not like, it is a grid stamp. And I'm going to take some Versamark. Before I do the Versamark though, let's go ahead and use our embossing buddy anti-static bag. And then I've got my Versamark ink here. And we're just going to do this. Stamp it with the grid stamp. Great. And if you're wondering, if you're not familiar with this, this is just a Fiskars stamp press, and you can find it at Michael's, Joann's, online. I find it easier to use than those gigantic blocks. I have one of those gigantic blocks and I don't use it because I fumble with it. Okay, and then what I'm adding now is just silver embossing powder. Okay. And then we're just going to heat emboss that. Put my lid on. Yesterday I spilled my white embossing powder. I need to hold this in place. I love the way the squid looks on this. Ah, there it goes. Okay. And I didn't do this with the first card that I did. I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to be brave and do this on camera with you. I want to stamp my thank you, which is a stamp from Joann's. It's a stamp set, an iClings thank you. It had a bunch of different thank yous on it. I'm going to use pigment ink, and I'm going to see how this turns out if I emboss it again, but I just want to emboss the thank you part so it can be really, so it could really stand out. So see. I might ruin this whole thing, but I just feel like I've made some good friends on YouTube, and it's fun to just try something sometimes and just see what happens. And if it messes it up, you guys won't be mad at me. Or I could just not upload the video, right? Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. Good. Very good. Not bad. I like it. Alright. So now, just gonna finish this up here. The card goes in the middle there. Just gonna ATG it to the gray A2 card. I'm trying to use up my fun foam here. I bought a roll of the Big Lots foam tape. I wasn't looking for it one day, and I found it, so I bought some just to see, because it's only $1.50, I think. So I thought, oh, let me treat myself. Yeah, treat myself to fun foam, or to foam tape. But I want to use this up first. So I'm just trying to put some dimension on this. And put another one over here. Oopsie. And another in the other corner. I'm thinking there must be a blackout to this shape. It would have been nice. Now I'm thinking of another variation of the card and just put a yellow or something bright in the back. Cut a blackout in yellow or something, and then put in it behind it so that it looks like the windows are lit, you know, like there's people there with the lights on. That's what I'm trying to say. And then I've got some bling. I know it's a man card, but it's not bling. There's stars in the sky. Now, what's a skyline without the beautiful stars in the sky at night? So I just want to kind of put them kind of random, but what I try to do when I'm doing something like this is put them, position them in a triangular shape. Here's what I mean. Here there's two, so I want to create a triangle, so it would be down here. See that? And that works. So I'm going to put this one over here, and then the next one could be over here. And maybe I just want to add another one close by, or I'll just do that. And I think that's good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I don't like even numbers, so let's add one more. Maybe right here. Okay. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for a layout next. Bye.